Greetings, loved ones. Let's take a journey. Well, I had breakfast. It was good. And, yeah, I'm just hanging out. I don't know. I don't know about any of it. There's a person walking by. No, I mean, the video yesterday was good. Well, yeah, I shot that yesterday. It only became publicly available today because it took all day to render. And, interesting. I was just looking at my setup here because I changed a setting from yesterday. Yesterday I shot in 5.3K, 30 FPS, Super View. And it was in max video performance mode. And I noticed that it does have two other modes. And so I switched it to tripod mode. And I saw that it only has two functions in tripod mode, 4K and 5.3K. And the lens option is only wide, so. Anyway, I ate way too many Doritos last night. Before dinner. I actually tweeted a while back, and I was being for reals when I tweeted it, that where there was one night not too long ago where I was gonna have wine that night. I was like looking forward to it a little bit. But then I got this craving for Doritos, nacho cheese Doritos, which I may never eat again at this point. So I cracked open a Dr. Pepper and I ate nacho cheese Doritos while I watched Handmaid's Tale, and I ate so many Doritos. By the time I was done with the Dr. Pepper, I had eaten a whole meal's worth of Doritos. And then I was just like instantly very tired. And then I like just laid down, and then I missed dinner, and it was a good one. It was one that I like particularly. Yeah, I slept for 15 hours. Right, roughly. I didn't sleep for 15 hours straight. I did wake up like in the middle, and I started the dishwasher and stuff, took care of the cat. So anyway, I don't know why I was so like, what would be the word I would use to describe my emotional state at the beginning of this video? Like, I don't know, uncomfortable and anxious, like a little girl. Bah. Yeah, I don't know what that was about, actually. I mean, I guess I want my boyfriend to text me back, but I only just texted him this morning. Like, I didn't text him at all yesterday. I kind of thought he would have texted me yesterday, but he didn't. Because the last time I texted him before this morning was the day before yesterday at night. I was pretty sure he was asleep, but I texted him to see if he was asleep. So I figured I would hear back from him, but then I didn't. Like, I was watching the video that took all day to render yesterday that I uploaded overnight. I was watching it to give it a once over before I let it be public. And I was like, I'm waiting for him to text me. I'm like, yeah, he never did. Not that I think he like never will again, but also like I would be okay if he never did again. I mean, I don't anticipate that just because like it doesn't. I don't think that's likely, but you know, I am often wrong. Anyway. But I ate dinner last night. I did, even though I had too many Doritos. It's like, I tried to like not eat too many Doritos, and I ate way too many Doritos. It was awful. By the way, they're not paying me. I just like them. Yeah, I mean, I don't think that anyone would get the impression that, like, this is a paid production. But just to be clear, Compliment does not pay me. Yeah, so I felt like shit last night after... It was a bit of a repeat of the night that I ate too many Doritos not too long ago. I got basically passed out. Well, yeah, it's nice that I have the bed where I can raise the back of it and raise the feet up too. 'Cause it's like, if you eat too much and then go to sleep, like, you could have issues. Especially, I mean, if you do it over time, it will eventually cause issues for you. I learned all about it for my medical terminology and anatomy courses. I don't know, it is kind of weird that this dude hasn't texted me back. I mean, when did I text him? This morning? 7:24 a.m. And it looks like my short has already been viewed. That's so crazy. It's so crazy how shorts work. 135 views of the one I just posted 39 minutes ago, and it already has 8 likes. That puppy one is at 1.2k views, 57 likes. It's just crazy. You know what I would have given? Not that I like measure what I do on YouTube in likes, but like I used to have to. I mean, when I was making videos before, I made it a whole thing where like I didn't want to ask people to like my videos. And like, to be clear, I don't, like I said, I don't really care whether or not videos that I post get likes or views. But like, I was making videos so that people would watch it, and I would have hoped people would have watched it and liked it and hit the like button, but I never got more than 1, 2, maybe 3 likes on anything I posted before. I think I did try posting a short at one point. I don't know that I feel like YouTube didn't push it because it was like, because I was talking about trans issues. It's so dumb. I don't know, it's so dumb, and yet, like, I could spend all day, every day, immersing myself in what's going on in that world. But, like, that's exactly what I told myself I needed to stop doing. So, anyway, as far as these videos go, because I kind of feel like I have to like say what these videos are about at this point, because, well, now there's, I mean, with this one that I will go ahead and post, because, you know, whatever. Well, no, it's not a matter of, you know, whatever. There's a video, and maybe I'll go ahead and link that one in the end screen, because, you know, I didn't do an end screen on the last one, just because, like, I prefer not to do end screens, because I think they're gaudy, tacky, whatever word fits best there. But yeah, I'll go, in fact, I'm going to write that down, because otherwise I might forget, depending on how long I go. The Exulasmic video. Exulansic, I think is how it's pronounced. I watched this, I don't know, like a week or two ago, probably. Maybe like 3 weeks ago. It's a little hard to gauge. But I watched it, and oh my god, there was so much information that fucking blew my mind, just for myself. Like, because the video talked about Exulansic and Shapes talked about a number of things. One of them was video therapy for ASD patients. If you don't know what ASD is, it's autism spectrum disorder. So like Asperger's, and then, you know, like the more severe cases of autism and stuff like that, which I guess it used to be called oppositional defiant disorder, which I may have known, but when X said that, I was like, oh my god, that's so crazy that it used to be called something different, and that I didn't know that. Exulansic is interesting as shit, though. Like, the first time I saw anything from her was that Logic is Turf video, which, like, that kind of makes me wish I hadn't purged all my tweets, because I had a really good, I could go back and find it though. I had like I took that clip that she had shared, which was on TikTok, and I messed with it in iMovie, and it looked and sounded a little better than the original. I didn't edit it much, as far as like, anyway, I don't know why I'm rambling. But that video, so anyway, yeah, I was talking about the video therapy for ASD patients. Like, they would record patients with, and you're probably talking about more severe cases of ASD, they would record them, and then later they would have the patient watch what they recorded, and it helped the patient because well, I mean, you would know if you had ASD. It clicked for me that, like, I had kind of been doing that for myself a little bit. Like, that's, I don't know, like, because I was making videos and I didn't so much care if they were bad, kind of, at least with, when I started doing a podcast series, I was just like throwing them together and I don't know, I'm kind of like all over the place now, but there was other stuff in that video too, but now I kind of can't remember, because I don't know, I'm sort of like panicking a little bit, just in terms of my capacity to perform. I'm getting kind of bored, like I don't want to sit here and keep doing this, but also I don't want to feel like that, because then this video is going to be super weird and I'm not going to want to post it. But I was watching Benjamin Boyce and Exelanzic. So I was getting more Exelanzic, and that's when I said Exelanzic is interesting as shit. I was talking about the stuff that I learned about her from watching the Benjamin Boyce episode with her. Very interesting person. Was that all? Yeah, I mean, I have to do that end screen thing now. Now I saw that I wrote that, and now it's like all I can think about. I hate Snapchat. Well, anyway, I'm supposed to keep these videos short. I was advised by Brentley of... Is it... Daniel. Brentley and Daniel. For a second I couldn't remember Daniel DeLaFay's name. I haven't seen him on Twitter as much. It's like the algorithm decided to just show me way less from Daniel DeLaFay. Just seemingly randomly. I don't know. I've been unfollowing more handles from my main handle. I almost fucked up saying that. But, I don't know. Now I'm talking about the shit I do on Twitter. That, honestly, it's like, I should just fucking delete Twitter from my phone. I'm not saying shut down my accounts, just, I shouldn't, like, be on it on my phone all day. I've got shit to do. I mean, you wouldn't think it to look at me, maybe, but yeah, I do have shit to do. Oh, yeah, the whole point of me bringing up the Exelanzic video, the one that I am going to link in the end screen, is to say that that's what this is, for me. And, you know, that's why I'm not going to edit these videos, because I am sitting down and, like, forcing myself to perform, basically, for the purpose of that I can watch it back. And the only reason that I'm going to make it public is just sort of as an exercise. I mean, I feel like people don't really appreciate, like, the fact that I keep a handle private, and I keep one handle private and one handle public. My interacting with people handles, I call them. It's like, if I tweet at you from my private handle, do you not recognize that that's different than if I tweet at you from my public handle? Like, if I tweet at you from my private handle, like, I would probably only do that if you're following me, so you'd be able to see me tweeting at you. But it's like, it also says something different, though, is what I wanted to say. Like, this is me, it's more me saying it to you and, you know, whoever else follows me, but that's not that many people. So it's almost like an aside, rather than, like, if I tweet it from my public handle, then the whole world can see me saying this to you. So it's like, there is a difference. So my only point with that and this being public is, if I weren't making these public, then I wouldn't be forcing myself to perform. I'd be sitting here slacking off, so to speak. There'd be no impetus to continue to talk and stuff like that. So, and think. So yeah, that's what all this is about, actually. It's about me bettering myself. And as far as it be, and really the only reason it's public is because because I would be performing, as I just explained, I would be performing differently if I weren't making these public. So yeah, that's the whole story. And I'll go ahead and wrap this up since it's just over 20 minutes. Which means it's going to take like 6 hours to render. And then like another few hours to upload. And maybe like another hour or two to process. I actually don't know how long it took to upload versus process to 4K because I set it up to upload in the other room. And then I was going to do stuff on my laptop, which I'll probably work on before I start rendering this because I was wanting to work on that yesterday. But I couldn't all day because this took so long to render. It took like 6 hours. So yeah, I set it up to upload in the other room, and then I just completely passed out because of the overeating. Anyway, yeah, totally wrapping this up now. This was like the reason why I was uneasy at first is because I didn't realize I was going to go into all this. Sitting here and doing this was good for me. Kind of snapped me out of the sort of haze that I was in coming into this. So yeah, that's today's. Au revoir. I know that I said au revoir, but I wanted to make a quick little addendum since it's just one more file to throw into the render because I haven't started that yet. But my boyfriend texted me back. Yay! No, but I mean, I did want to say that like, even though I was like 95% sure that like, we're still good, that he would text me back, I still couldn't help but like, oh, I forgot to turn the lights on. Oh well. I still couldn't help but feel like there was a chance that I wasn't going to hear from him again. Which is crazy. Because, like, we literally, like, spent a whole night together and stuff. And then we, like, texted like crazy after that. Just from 33 or so hours without hearing from him. Which it's like, yo, that's like one day. But I can't even tell you. But I'm not saying that I was like racked with anxiety or anything. I'm just saying that there was a whole range of thoughts that I had that were just so insane. Kind of it's really a pretty fair way to characterize the thoughts that I was having. But I wasn't entertaining those thoughts. I was just like, I was just wishing that he would text me so that I wouldn't be thinking like weird thoughts. But then he just texted me again. Oh, he's watching my video. That's nice. He's watching my video right now. And then there's going to be another one. Maybe he'll watch this one too and see that moment that just happened right there. Yeah, anyway. So yeah. And this is something I already know, that like anxiety doesn't do anyone any good. Like one time I was really anxious when I was going to Anaheim for the AAP convention protest thing. I was super anxious on the drive there. Really, 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 really anxious that I was going to miss my flight, even though I left with plenty of time, and then I had plenty of time. That I had so much anxiety. And I kind of realized that that was like that was a lesson for me, that like I get way too anxious. But I know that about me, and that's why I wasn't entertaining those insane thoughts that I had. Anyway, I'm happy he texted me back, and yeah, I hope I get to see him again real soon. Anyway, au revoir for real this time.